Hey, hey, hey. Okay, y'all. Today is the day that we put our shirt box together. So let's just go and get started.
A journey through time.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Y'all know what time it is, right? It's time to put the shirt box together. So before I move the camera where you can see everything, let me tell you the things you need. So you need all your parts that we worked on to get the shirt ready. Your front piece, your back piece, your bottom piece, and your two side pieces. You need all that for this video if you're doing it along with me. You also need your scissors. Make sure you got plenty of glue sticks, glue gun, some type of brush that you could use to spread the glue, your pencil, and your X-Acto knife or whatever you're using to cut your materials with. Now, if you got all those things, it's time to get started. So let's go and get started. Right here, I'm just cleaning all the stuff up off the table out the way so we can go and get started real quick. Okay, so now first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead on and try to put our sides together on each side of the shirt. So remember whenever I told you that the way we're going to do this is we're going to have to measure it up against each other so that we can see if it is the right height, and we were going to have to cut a little slit into it. So that's about what we're about to do right now. Okay, so right here, I keep sliding it because I'm measuring it to make sure that it goes in the way I want it to. And I have to kind of gauge with my eye on how I'm going to cut out the little piece at the top of the cardboard to fit up under the arm perfectly. Please do not be hard on yourself if you do not get this, exactly right, because you're going to see where one of them, I don't get it right. And it's okay. You're human. But you just cut off the little piece and you just slide it in there like a puzzle. So now I'm trying to cut the piece out that I need to cut out in the corner that I was just telling you about, so I could try to slide it in there. And this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you'll get it right, sometimes you won't. Like I said, don't be hard on yourself. Just do the best that you possibly can. Now I'm sliding it in there just to see if it's going to do what I need it to do. And then I'm putting my fingers at the bottom of it because I'm trying to see if I still have the bottom even. Because if the bottom is not even, then it's going to, when you stand your box up, it's going to be lopsided. So I'm trying to turn the box around so you can see how I pushed it up under the sleeve, up under that little crease, and how the box is even on that one side. That's how you want it to look. Still turning it around so you can see again what I'm trying to explain to you. In the bottom, the two ends are even, so we're good to go on this side. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking at it from the front to see if it looks right and if it's even and flush the way I want it. Right here, I'm just making sure that where I cut it at works, that it will fit in perfectly so I can glue it. So right here, I was trying to find the best angle to give you guys so you can see what I was doing. So I decided to stand the board up so you can see it a little better. And so you can see how I was trying to get this groove in up under the sleeve so it would lock in. And that's exactly how I want to show you how to do it, just like that. And so once we do it like that, all we have to do is glue the two pieces together. So right here, I'm showing you this is where I'm going to put the glue right down the side of it from up under the sleeve all the way down to the bottom. So put the glue on as fast as you can. Glue seems to dry so fast. And be careful not to burn yourself, because I done burnt myself 1,000 times already. Right here, I'm using my brush to blend out the glue so it don't be clumpy. Because you know when it dries a little clumpy if you don't spread it out some. And now I'm going to add my first side to the shirt. And as you see, it went in perfectly. But now we got to hold it for a little bit until it dries, or at least until it sticks a little bit. You don't want to move it. You just apply pressure. So here I'm just making sure that it sticks, because you see it's coming loose a little bit. So I'm holding it a little longer until it dries, where I can move forward. And sometimes you just got to move it around a little bit. So right here, I'm showing you where I was cleaning up the side of it and cut it a little too deep. So there's a slight gap in there. So when I'm putting my side on, you see that small gap where it wasn't cut properly. Like I said, we are all human, so things like that happen. You can't be hard on yourself. Right here, I'm checking to make sure I added enough pressure where we can just go ahead on and move forward. So as you see, it is now standing up on its own. So now to make sure it is secure, I'm taking the brush, and where I had all that glue, I'm just trying to spread it out more while it's still tacky and still holding it a little bit longer. Now I'm holding it flat, so hopefully the front of the box will be flushed up against that side piece. Okay, so now we're going to apply our other side, and this is where I cut it just a little bit too deep. And when you cut it too deep, you'll either make the cardboard just a little too short on the legs for where it's supposed to stand up straight. And I thought that, I did it just right comparing it to the other one, but no two boards are the same, obviously. So I just continue to cut it, and I put it in there anyway. And I'm going to show you how I worked on fixing it to correct it. But as soon as I slid it up in there, I seen where it was a little short at the end, which was I was really like feeling some type of way about this. So I went on ahead and I glued the side of the board, and I went on and stuck it on there. And what I did was I shifted from up under the arm and pushed it down to the bottom. I don't know if you can see me moving it right there. I pushed it down to the bottom so that the legs will still be even, meaning there'll be a small gap up under the sleeve. I'd rather have that small gap than have it lopsided. So then I just took the glue and put it on the inside of it to secure it a little more, like we did on the other side. And I just continued to hold it until I feel it would stay in place. And I just brushed out some of the glue so it could spread a little more evenly throughout the crease. So right here, I just raised the box up and kept pressing and pressing and pressing. And if you look in that corner over there, you see where the little small gap is. We're not going to stress over that. We're just going to keep it moving. So now it's time to apply our bottom piece. So I'm just measuring the sides, making sure at least that they fit like I want them to, and they do. So I was happy about that. So right here, we're just gonna glue down all three sides right here. We're gonna brush it in real good so it don't be bumpy, and try to move again as fast as you can because the glue dries quickly. And I'm just pressing it, pressing it, pressing it, pressing it until it's secure. So right here, we're getting ready to put the glue on the inside of the creases of the box, all the way across. and up the two sides, and we're going to brush it in real good so that it spreads evenly throughout the box. So now it has dried. We can stand it up straight, just checking it out a little bit and straightening the camera to make sure that you can see. I was talking to y'all, but my background noise got a little too loud, so I had to do a voiceover on this part as well. So the inside of the box is almost there. We have one more piece to add on and then we'll be done. So right here we are adding the glue to the back side of the box on the two sides and the bottom so we can put the back on the box. Okay, so now we're getting ready to add the final piece, the back side. So we're going to try to even it up the best that we can. Make sure all of your corners are matching. And then just press, 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 hold, press, press, and hold, and press. And if you see any of your glue seeping out on the sides, take your brush and just brush it. That will actually help it, honestly. And just keep pressing it until it is secure. Okay, y'all. So, we got the box done. Okay, we've put it together. And now we can even decorate it even more, so it don't look so plain. You can go as far as, putting glitter on it with using the glitter foam sheets. Yeah. And trim it out the way you want to. Put some on the backing. You can you can do so much with these things. And like I said, if you plan on putting something heavy in them, like I said, just double up on them. You could also make these smaller. They do not have to be this big. This back piece right here actually works wonderful for when you're trying to get stuff, you want a backing for something. So you just put your little box, or see if I have a box. I don't think I have one around right now. Hold on. Here we go. So say if you want to put something in here, you take and put the box in here first, or whatever you use to, get it to be as high as you want it. You see in there, and the box is already in there. And then you just put your goodies on top, and then you put your little shreds. And I left the sides open for a reason, so you can hang stuff out the side, off the front. Now, if the top is too high for you, for your liking, as long as it does not be too short for whatever design you're going to put on it, then that's fine. You can drop it down. You could cut the bottom a little lower and drop it where the shirt could be right here in the front, and leave the back high, so you still have that backing for your gifts or whatever you decide to use. So, yep, that's it for those. Here's the other one that I went on. I had to clean this up a little bit, but yeah, same thing. So I hope you like it, and like always, please like, comment, and subscribe until my next video. Thanks for watching, y'all.